Hello, Bookaholics. Welcome back to my channel. This is Angela, your own Bookaholic brown name. Today, we are going through episode 4 of Wheel of Time. And when I say we, I have Kiran from Noob Readers here. You might have seen her when we did the same for episode 2 in my channel and episode 1 and 3 in her channel. And if you haven't subscribed to her yet, please do. And meanwhile, do subscribe to mine as well. So,
Yeah,
I don't want to waste much time in intro, unless Kiran, you want to say something.
thank you so much, Angie, for inviting me to this. And let's just dive into the episode.
Okay, so I think this is one of my favorite cold opening of the entire
Yeah,
Wheel of
totally.
Time
Yeah,
series till now. I loved this. I thought that when I saw Gyaldan, I thought that okay, this is where the war is happening because Perrin mentions this earlier, and
yeah.
I thought that this is where they capture him, but it turned out to be completely something spectacular.
And I just love the scene, but there's this one thing that kind of bothered me, and it was their armor that they're wearing. It does not look that good. I mean, that's the only complaint that I have. Maybe I'm just
Okay.
nitpicking. I mean, he's the king, like, right?
Oh, like that, yeah.
I mean, his accent is like completely different from how everyone else is kind of speaking. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
which is also really cool. I thought that Logan was about to kill him, but actually heals him, which is
Kills him.
something that's really amazing. And I have to actually talk about the voices that he hears because there was this one name mentioned, and I want to ask you about this because I remember that I haven't heard of that name. Ilusha, I guess that was the name
Yeah,
of that
yeah.
female
Mm-hmm.
voice. Yeah,
Yes.
so I mean, I really like how this madness is like portrayed, and
Mm-hmm.
and you can definitely feel that black taint. It is like the one power is there, and then there is the taint over it. It's just like how it was explained in the books that we have a
Mm-hmm.
river, and then the oil is on that river. So when you have to kind of
Mm.
channel the power, the oily taint kind of comes with it. So I love
Yes,
that. I mean, the
yes.
entire thing is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, the entire visualization of the things was really good. The visualization in the form of the human form, that was completely unexpected. Those two figures coming
Yeah,
near his ears. Secondly, here when he forgives him or not forgives him, instead of killing him, heals him and
yeah,
convinces him to join his cause. I was so impressed because first of all, in I don't know, for some reason I was rooting for Logan. I don't know why. I was, even though we are supposed to not like him somehow in the series.
yeah.
From the beginning itself, I was rooting for him, and when he did that, I was like completely floored. Non-book readers might think, yeah, okay, so he's clearly saying he doesn't want to destroy the world. He wants to save the world. So why
Yeah,
not? Why can he not be the dragon reborn, right?
totally, totally. And when you see this particular scene, you develop those feelings for him. You actually root for him. I mean, like,
Yes.
I don't think anyone who has seen this episode would actually think
Mhm,
of him as a bad guy. I mean, everyone
mhm,
would root for him in this episode because the way he's
mhm.
portrayed. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think in the last discussion that we had, I told that, the Wheel of Time. See, when you read the books, the characters are very white, black and white. But I think
Yeah.
the show is taking it in a little bit different direction where they are kind of grayish. So you want to support even the bad guys sometimes because they are not doing the bad things because they are bad, especially for in the case slow game, right? So I like that nice touch that they have added in.
In the books, he was just taken to the White Tower and he was
That's all.
gentle.
Yeah, that's all we
Yeah,
know.
that's the only storyline that we have. I mean, whatever that happening here, I think it's completely new and they have created it for the show only, I guess. This entire
But
plot line.
in the last discussion, if you remember, Pratik, one of our viewers who joined, he told that
Yeah.
uh, his character arc develops further later on in the books.
Yeah, so
So
I'm just wondering, like he has already been gentle. What exactly is going to happen with him? I'm really
No, that's
curious to know
yes,
that.
I'm too. I'm too. So yeah, let's see.
Yeah. I mean, do you think that people can actually kind of channel again after they have been gentled? Do you
That would
think
have
something like
that
that
would
can
be
happen?
awesome.
What do you think about that woman, Ilusha? I mean, why that
Um,
name was given to us?
but maybe it is to give us an idea that there were previously female dragon reborns as well, or dragons as well. This is the healing part.
I mean,
So we can.
when I was watching this particular scene, the thing that come to my mind is why don't we have the yellow sister here? Like, why a green sister is actually kind of healing? We know that every Aes Sedai can heal. This is something that everyone kind of knows. But the yellow Aes Sedai are the ones, right, who are specifically the healers.
I think in the mission there is only red sisters and then green who can fight, right? So in
Yeah.
their journey or wherever they've gone, they've taken only these two
Mhm.
sisters, like red sisters and green sisters. That's fine.
Yeah. The thing that she heals Moraine and the wound, uh, I mean, the scar is still there. But if you see that when Moraine heals anyone, the scar is gone. So we know that maybe Moraine is a better healer. What do you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if it's just a goof up with the makeup guys or if that was done intentionally. I like this scene with all the sisters and they're having a conversation.
Yeah, so basically in this particular scene, I think they say that he is using half of his power, right? That's what they
Hmm.
say.
Hmm.
Yeah, so basically he is using half of his power and it needs two Aes Sedai to kind of
No,
shield
no, no,
him.
it's the other way around because she is replacing Leandrin
Yeah.
and Alana is still there. So it's like his power, half of it is controlled by one each Aes Sedai.
Okay, it's like that. I thought
Yes.
that he is using half of his power, so
No, no,
that's
no.
why. Yeah, so basically, right now he's not using his power and he's actually waiting for his army to come so that he'll use it. He's used like all of his power. So that's why he was kind of able to kind of throw both of these women out. Because if, let's say, for example, if he is using all of his power, then why they are able to do it right now? Why they are able to kind of
No,
keep him down right now?
I think he did. He's not doing that proper channeling part of it. The power is there inside you all the time, right? But they're trying to control them.
Yeah, so maybe it can be either of the two. I mean, I
Mm.
don't know. That's what I understood from it. Yeah.
I like this scene, how they picturized or showed us how the shield set on him. It was very well done. This part, this was nice, right?
It's like a physical barrier, so he cannot
Correct.
channel anything.
And even
Yeah.
when he breaks out later on, it's when they're
Hmm.
distracted because they're distracted by the noise. And Leandrin says, no army can, cross
Yeah.
seven sisters or something, right? Like that. So that's when they are having a conversation and distracted. That's when he attacks. So, what do you want to talk about their land and step in drilling?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just really like their bonding. I mean, you can definitely feel that all the kind warders are kind of together and they
Mm.
have this, great friendship
Friendship.
and
Mm-hmm.
I have never seen, I'm like, I never thought that I'll see Lance smiling. Like, I'll be very honest. Like, in the books, he's never smiling. And, like, he literally does not show any emotion. And here you can literally feel him smiling. So,
Mm-hmm.
he is a very different Lan from the Lan
Mm.
that we know in the books.
You know
But
what?
I am loving
In
this change.
in
Yeah.
that way, I like Lan in the books because
Okay.
I like brooding Lan rather than laughing Lan. But it's okay
Okay.
because the actor is so good. I don't mind.
Yeah, but it is a major change of his personality. He has a really different personality. I mean,
Mhm.
now he's the kind of person who will go and talk to people a lot, whereas in the books he doesn't like to talk at all.
Right.
And here
Mhm.
he's just, having a good time with people. So I'm
People.
really
Yeah.
enjoying the dynamics that we see over here.
So here in the scene, do you want to discuss something?
So Karine and her warder, you can definitely feel that bond, and you can feel that it's a best friend kind of a thing where they're kind
Mm,
of together and it's like
mhm.
they're always, I mean, he's really concerned for her. So you can feel that mutual understanding, that best friend kind of a bond. But I don't
Right.
feel this between Lan and Maureen. It's just way too sexual between them. I don't
No,
know.
it's
I mean,
not. I never felt that.
there's always sexual tension whenever they're involved. I'm
No, they're
sorry.
not. Is it? No, I never felt that.
Okay, I'll show you. Okay, I'll show you when it will come. Okay.
I know what you're talking about, but I never felt that at that scene also. I know where when he goes to the tent, right? I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about, but it's not. Egwene's and Perrin's story is still boring. At least from my perspective, I still find it blah.
There's only one thing that I'll add, and that is earlier in the fog, the caravans were kind of not that colorful, but I think in this episode at least, they
Yeah,
look a little more colorful.
I like one particular scene here. Okay, they are debating whether they can trust Tom or not. I like that conversation, that doubtfulness, and then Matt being a little bit funny, like that would be,
That scene, that was funny. That
yeah, that
dialogue
was
was funny.
funny.
Yeah,
So
that was really
yeah,
funny.
yeah. So even though Matt is losing his mind a little bit, uh, he still is retaining his funny bone. What I like here is this transition. Uh, when she says, Dana told that there are five of them that she sees
Yeah.
in the dream, and wait, let's hear.
And
And
the
yeah,
camera kind of goes to Logan.
yes, and I was like, it is Nynaeve, it is Nynaeve, and then Logan comes on the screen. I'm like, no, are they or implying that it is Logan? So that was a nice
It's
touch to
definitely.
confuse
It,
people. Yeah.
I think in this scene they're definitely implying that it's Logan. The fifth
Mhm.
person is Logan.
Right? Yeah.
The way she's talking about that dog who is a she, and she used to kind of sleep with her, and dogs are like not allowed in the White Tower, and then she says something like that. Do you think it's not a dog that Jenny is a nickname for someone else? Do you think that? I mean, I don't know. Like the way she said it, I mean, it feels like she was trying to kind of tease Maureen. I mean, I don't know. When I saw the scene, it kind of gave me that feeling. I mean, if you want to rewatch this, I mean, you can, and then
Uh-huh.
maybe you can tell me if you felt the same or not.
Could be, but I'm not sure. It could be totally be a metaphor for some human person.
So, do you think she was talking about Amal and
Amulet it? Don't
Suan?
know.
Because
Don't
we
know.
know that they were together. They were together as novices, I guess. I mean,
Hmm.
as far as I remember in the book.
Yeah.
So they were kind of together. So I don't know. Maybe she's hinting about the relationship between them.
The next scene is
It's
Nynaeve and
hilarious. It's
uh,
hilarious.
it's
And her
hilarious.
dialogue, yeah.
She is kick-ass. I wish, what happened? I recorded a reaction video, and
Hmm.
obviously it got copyright claims, so I couldn't upload it. But
Oh.
if you could see my reaction at this point, I was like uh, clapping my hands at all the dialogues, all the snappy comebacks that Ninety was giving to the Red Sister. And the moment she moves away, walks away, she is like, she's a snake. And she says it so loudly, definitely she would have heard
Is
it.
Yeah, and it was like she wanted Leandrin to listen to what she was
Yes.
saying. I mean,
Yeah.
it felt like that.
Till now, I think Ninety, Lan, and Logan. These are, the three characters for whom I get excited about, when I see them on the
Totally,
screen, right?
totally.
So,
Yeah.
especially Ninety, oh God,
Yeah.
kick ass.
And I really liked how she was kind of separated, and
Mhm.
she was at a higher ground, and she was just looking at all of these tents, and we see all of these Aes Sedai and their warders, and she kind of, you kind of feel that she felt like an outsider. I think Leandrin is kind of trying to take her into the Reds. I think she wants her to come and become a Red sister.
So this scene where they get invited to their bond.
I really like this particular scene because you can definitely see Matt has his hand on the dagger and he's just ready to kill.
Yeah,
Like he literally has that intent to kill. And here, Rand is the one who kind of takes control and
right.
helps each and every one of them, which was something that's really good.
I like this scene very, very much because, you know, Moraine is injured. Now she's healed anyways, but they have captured Logain. Uh, Amidst all this, uh, Lan understands Naive's priorities, right? Her priority is to find her friends, and he tells that, you know, if your friends are not there already where we are going, we will find them. So that
Yeah,
shows kind of his concern for Nynaeve. This is a very nice scene. I think all the scenes where Lan and Nynaeve are there, I think it's very well done, and there is a lot of emotions, subtle
yeah,
emotions going on. So I really liked here that they showed that Lan uh, is able to understand Nynaeve's concern, her worry, and she is
yeah,
also impressed that okay, that he's able to understand her.
yeah. Yeah, totally. And I think that this part, I think in the books, Maureen is the one who actually kind of gives the coins to the boys so that she can find them. But here, nothing like that
Nothing
happened.
like that. No, no.
So I'm really curious to know how
How will they
exactly are
find?
they going to find them?
falls to the dirt that nourishes the tree,
The way of the
that in
leaf.
its time
Yeah.
grows
So she's
new for
explaining
them.
here the way of the leaf,
Nothing is
Yeah,
ever
and
lost.
you know, their philosophy,
The
whole
wheel
thing.
returns all.
So this was a good
As I
again
heard every
exposition
time I
for
lost a
non-book
toy
readers.
when I was a child.
Here, Parent puking,
oh,
tired.
this scene. Yeah, let's talk about this.
This was such a tender moment that she goes and gives him the bread, and she
Yeah,
I feel like he's suddenly missing his sister.
she gives him the doll and then yeah. So can you see that here in the character names, her name is Helga Grinwell, but in
Brigitte.
the
Yeah.
subtitles,
Mhm.
yeah, in the subtitles, when you'll see, I think they say Alice,
Elsie, Elsie, Elsie.
else, Alice or Elsie or
I'm sorry,
whatever,
Mom.
however it's
Set the
kind
table
of
and give me
described.
the
So
It could
we
be a
know
dolls.
that this
mistake.
particular, yeah, so this particular character is there in like the White Tower. This woman
No,
actually kind of is so obsessed
okay.
with Rand, she actually goes to the White Tower. So
Yes,
that's why I
yes.
kind of remembered her. So she actually gives him this doll that's called Brigitta, and I
Brigitte. Yeah.
remember that name as well. When Matt kind of blows the horn of Velier, I think she was there in like the Heroes of the Horn, that particular thing when there was Arta Hawkwing. So that's why I remember this name. I'm really kind of curious that is it the same Brigitta or is it like
I
something
think
else?
it should be the same Brigitte because I heard somebody discussing that it's interesting that the doll's name is Brigitte. So we don't
Okay.
know. There should be some relevance. Here, Rand is again looking at Tom, not trusting him. How do you know all these stories? You know, he's
Yeah.
confronting him and he says that, and I like the next dialogue. This is second favorite dialogue of mine. There is nobody as dangerous as a man who knows his past. I love that
Yeah.
quote. I just love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this scene where all the warriors are sitting around the fire and having a nice
Oh,
time, enjoying, and Lamb trying to cover up the fact that she tracked
Nine.
she tracked him, and Nairi is like, no, I tracked him. She's not giving him any chances. Oh god, that was fun.
Yeah. It
And
feels
again,
like he's ashamed. It feels like he's ashamed that she kind of caught
Why'd you
up
get
to
stuck
him.
with?
there's another scene I want to hear itself. Uh, when the green Asha, I think it's Priyanka Boss who comes, right? Uh,
Yeah, Alana,
Alana,
she takes two of
Alana,
her warders. Yeah. And
and then
Nini's
she's like,
face.
really?
What?
So, but that is so good because in the books it's clearly said that green Ajas are very sexually active. They have many partners. I mean,
Hmm.
like that.
Yeah.
So that's good. So you put in that extra detail in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is your
Now
scene.
this
This
particular
is your
scene.
scene. I'll tell you why I'm telling Okay, because when he comes and
Mhm.
stands there and looks at her, because the scene before he says, I'm also tired, I'm going to sleep,
Mhm.
right? And then this scene happens. I was like, oh no, don't tell me. But so the viewers are expecting some kind of scene to happen. But what happens is it's not him. He's 10 years older. So it's again to mislead the viewers. I never felt any sexual tensions between them.
Yeah, right when he's going to say that you always feel emotional when I drink.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know. They just
They're
have. I
connected. No, they're
feel that
connected.
chemistry.
So
I just
chemistry
feel
is
that
super.
chemistry
There
between
is
them.
no denial. They have super chemistry, and you can see the bond. I think every Aishwarya and Water relationship that they have shown till now on point. You can feel, their connection, and I like that. So absolutely agree with you. Chemistry is there. She can feel what he's feeling, or he can feel what she's feeling, and they care for each other. They're ready, and Waters are so committed. They're ready to give their life for their eyes. Like everything is perfect.
Yeah.
But the sexual part, I think, I between these two, I didn't feel. The Red Sisters,
Hmm.
don't they have any Waters?
No, they do not. They don't.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. They just hate men.
They
They
hate
just
men, that's why,
hate
right? Yes.
men.
But they could have
Oh,
female Waters, right? Why not?
interesting. We have
Right?
not seen any female warder here, right?
Yeah.
Every warder was male.
One thing suddenly I remembered is that in the books,
Hmm.
Lan is shown as this super powerful, like nobody can defeat him kind of thing.
I totally agree. I think that they're kind of downplaying him as well because I
Yeah.
remember that he was the best swordsman in the books.
Right.
And the way he so easily kind of gets injured in the last scene, I was not expecting that. At least I thought that he would have some really good senses.
The next scene is like, what? I felt so hilarious. I don't know if you felt that as well, but just this dancing part I'm talking about. Did you find it funny?
This dancing,
I
how
felt
exactly do you think it's funny? I
no,
don't understand.
I felt like okay, the director came to the set and he said that okay, this is going to be a dancing scene. Everybody's having fun,
Okay.
and the music is very Eastern sounding music, like with the drums. I don't know. I felt like that, like
Okay.
dhol. It's not exactly dhol, but like kind of a tabla. I don't know, that kind of a drum kind of setup, and they cannot dance. I don't know who they should have. They should have got. I don't know. They could have done this scene. It was very cringy for me, this part, and
Okay.
you can see that Nynaeve and no, not Nynaeve, Egwene and Aram, they're not dancing at all. They're just standing there and moving their body and talking.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
thought, uh,
guys, you have
yeah,
5 million
totally.
budget per episode. You could have got some dancers as background dancers and made it better.
I personally did not see the scene with so much. I don't know. I did not feel it that it was weird. Yeah, it was just okay for me, I guess.
When you talk about tribals or nomads who are traveling, even in real world, they have their own steps and choreography, and that they follow. Our folk dances, right, basically it comes from
Yeah,
those kind of background, right? So folk
tribes.
dancers, it
Yeah,
doesn't mean that they don't have a structure or they don't have rhythm. They have that in our folk dances
yeah,
also, all over the
yeah.
world actually. So they could have put in some effort there.
I personally really enjoyed that scene when Evram and Egwene are talking, and when Egwene says that,
You
why
haven't
don't you
already
think
found
that
it.
you
Yeah,
have already found the song? I think
yeah.
that was really cool because it was like it shows that everyone is just having a great time. They're
Heavy.
so happy. Yeah,
Correct. So I loved it, and then he's like, oh, yeah, because it's a nice community to be, right? Everybody loves everybody. They're living in harmony. So this is what exactly they need. So, yeah, it is
yeah,
a very valid question from Egwene, especially from where she's coming from, where there is so much conflict. And,
yeah.
she's escaping people trying to kill her and all that. So, yeah, that was good. But hands down, this was my favorite scene. And I'll tell you why. Because there is a
Hmm.
scene where she tells that, I want revenge. Why I chose this life is because I want revenge. So he says, this doesn't look like revenge. And then the next dialogue she says is that, what better revenge against violence than peace? I mean, that is the best quote ever. I'm going to quote it over and over again everywhere I go, I think. I'm going to
I
blow
mean,
it
it's
up and
very cool.
put up a poster here. I think there is a second part to that dialogue. What was that?
Yeah.
What greater revenge against death than life? Those two lines were really epic, I think.
I mean, you
And
actually feel that emotion when you see the scene. You. I think that this is the kind of scene that will make you so sad that you actually start tearing up. I think that's the kind of emotional impact that this scene had. And I actually genuinely felt sad. And I think I really liked her concept that she believes that the souls would actually come in this particular life again, in this particular world again. And then she's just trying to make a better world for the
mm,
future people who are going to come. I mean,
mm,
this is
mm.
such a good message. Like
It's
that,
very
that's
noble of
so heart
her. Yeah.
touching.
Mhm. So
Yeah,
what I also want to extend this to our real life, because so many people say that, why do you do this, because you're not going to get the result of it. Why do you want to go out and change the world? Like, there are so many people, like, so many people we see around. For example, there are like people who go out and plant like 1,000 trees or 10,000 trees. Why do you do that?
yeah,
So when you ask them, he said, I don't do it for me, or I don't do it for my children, but I do it for future. And some
yeah,
people cannot see that, right? But this is the exact same concept. Like, there are so many things in the world that people do. We think that they're crazy, they're doing so many things, they're not even enjoying the benefit of it, but they have the, they have the bigger picture sorted out. And I'm not doing this for myself, and it's a very selfless thing to do, that you spend your
yeah.
life for future.
But there's this one other thing that is how much self-restraint it actually takes to do what she's doing. I mean,
Yeah.
her daughter was murdered.
Murdered.
She was brutally murdered. And
Because of
here, and
fun.
she didn't do, yeah, she didn't do anything. And she believes that she wants to make this world a better place when her own daughter was murdered. I mean,
Mm,
the kind of self-restraint that it takes for a person to actually not go and do violence is such a huge thing. And I think it kind of makes you such a better person. So I really liked that they showed that the person who's the head of the Tuathon is someone who's so noble and so good.
oh my god, the most craziest scene. One is the dream itself that
Yeah,
he has. So I want to say something about this dream. So he is walking.
yeah. I want to ask you, who is Perrin actually killing? Who do you think is he killing?
I think it's his wife.
Does that hand look like a woman's hand to you? Because, I
Yeah,
mean,
she has braid and all. See?
yeah, but is she the same one?
Yes, I
I
think
mean,
so.
is
This is his
she?
wife.
I mean, I don't know. She could be someone else,
I
maybe.
think it's definitely her, or it is one of the. It's
Tuathan.
Tuatan. Yeah, it could be one of the traveling people also, because the outfit looks like a Tuatan.
I am really curious to know that who exactly is it? Yeah, it's a
It
woman,
could
but
be.
who?
Either it's his wife, because I don't know, because of whatever happened, or secondly, it is Tuatan. These are my two guesses.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I also thought. That I'm like, is he going to kill a Tuathan? Oh my God, that would be so awful.
And Matt is again lost, and yeah.
And this
So
scene again.
this is your favorite CGI, right?
I hate it. I still hate it. Oh my God, I
Okay.
mean, just look at him. That looks so bad.
No,
Oh God.
I don't know. It should have been much, much better. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah,
so my favorite scene is here. This scene.
yeah. This is like the highlight of the episode, I think, for me
It was the
personally.
highlight of the episode. You know why? No, this is the second favorite scene. here I thought that Matt killed him for like
Yeah.
10 seconds. I was like, Matt, why did you do
I was
this?
like, I was like
And
this. I'm like,
I was I was like about to hate the show. Okay. Like if you let Matt be a murderer, then it doesn't make sense to me. But luckily, oh my god, the next scene where the fate comes, that
yeah.
was epic, crazy epic.
And the way he's putting his hand, like, I see
The
you.
man, the dagger, yeah.
Let's get out of here now.
I see you.
I see you.
Whoa, look at that. This is very nice.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Matt's dagger does not have any blood, so he didn't kill them. It's the fade. It has to be the fade.
Here the battle happens. Again, we see the
Yeah,
connection between the water and Aes Sedai. That
yeah,
when Kirine gets attacked or hit, um, her water step and feels it. So
yeah. He knows
that's like,
that she's dead.
yeah,
Yeah.
or something has happened
Yeah,
in that
but
case.
but regarding this particular um, battle, I think I was expecting more from the warders. I think the warders were not
Mm,
that good. I mean, the
mm.
army was supposed to be not that good. I mean, in comparison to the warders, I thought.
I
But
think
for
they were
some reason, the
outnumbered.
warders are not good.
No, I think they were outnumbered.
Yeah,
That's the thing. This scene between Aes Sedai, Moraine, and Loghain.
Logain.
What do you want to say? Do you want to? I was thinking initially that she wanted to test one last time to make sure that he is not the dragon reborn. She wanted to have this conversation before the
Yeah,
others came. That she
yeah,
wanted, and then he says that I hear them, and that's when she realizes, oh, he is already going mad, so definitely not the dragon reborn, and that's when she decides that he needs to be controlled. Right? This is my understanding of the
yeah,
scene.
totally. Yeah, that's the understanding I think that I also have. It's the
Mhm.
same thing. She knows that if he's hearing voices, then it's the madness. And he's
Madness.
been so this is the question that I have. And I think I have the exact same question in the books as well, that how do you know how far the madness has taken the person? How do you know? Is there any way to kind of know that? Women cannot teach a man how to channel, and a man cannot teach a woman
Teach
how
a
to channel.
woman, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they can only know that he's channeling the one power, but they cannot train him or do anything. So
So that's the point,
yeah, that's
right?
what
They
happened.
don't know how much time they have. That's why they're in a hurry to find the dragon reborn as soon
Yeah,
as possible. So that's the thing, right? So they don't know how long they
yeah,
have.
but it's not explained. Yeah, exactly. It's not explained how long do they actually have.
He killed our sister. And I got him down.
I mean, this is so different from the Leandrin that we saw in the books, at least in
Yeah,
the first three books. Because
right.
I thought
Right.
that Leandrin hated women as well. I mean, the way he used to,
I
I
think
mean, the
Leandrin
way
hates
she used to,
everybody.
yeah, in the books she does. But here, she actually has a respect for fellow Aes Sedai, which was
Mm.
really cool, which was really different as well from the books at least.
When that attack on Lan happens, I was like done with the show. I'm like, if you kill Lan, I'm not gonna watch it again. Like, there's no point in watching the show. I'm like, did they kill Lan? I was like almost like devastated.
Yeah, I knew he's not gonna die. I knew something's gonna happen and he's not gonna die. I knew that.
Yeah, it's not Game of Thrones that they kill off characters like that. Yeah, it was a good
Oh,
scene.
yeah. For this particular scene, I have one thing that I'm really, I mean, I have a question. This is like the biggest question that I have is
How he sees
how
it, is it?
can, yeah, how does he see it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we know that women cannot, is it like women cannot see men channel, but men can see women channel? That does not make any sense. Because in the books, at least, nobody can see. And if a man is channeling, women cannot see. If are channeling, men cannot see. It's either men themselves, they can see each other, and the women can see the other woman if she's channeling. So, how exactly is he seeing? Or is it like that she channeled so much power that she has actually created light? and because it's the light that's blinding him. Is it something like that?
Don't know. It did look like channeling to me. This is what I wanted to say. It did look like channeling to me. You don't see weaves there, right? It's some kind of just power
Oh,
surging,
okay.
right? Do you see weaves there?
Yeah, but we see
Yeah,
weaves, I guess. We see weaves. I mean,
I
the
don't
way
know.
everyone is getting healed.
Yeah, but it's not there in the book, so I don't know.
Moraine says that the power of Dragon Reborn would be like a
Like the
raging
raging
sun.
sun.
Yeah, because we know that sun has this light. So I think that's the only explanation that I have. That it's the
I don't
light.
know.
It's so
Yeah,
bright. So that's why
yeah.
he has to kind of look
It,
away.
it is kind of an inconsistency, or maybe we are missing something. So, if viewers, if you have something to comment, please let us know. How can Logan
Yeah.
see Nynaeve channeling or Nynaeve's power? I want to talk about this scene. I like this effect that how the way they are gentling him. It's like,
He's crying.
yeah, he
He's
is crying. He's
crying.
losing his power, right? So he is crying. He's devastated, and you can immediately see the shift in his demeanor from this powerful, confident person. He becomes this weeping, almost defeated person. That
I think he kind of lost the confidence when he sees Nynaeve. That is the moment he loses his
yes,
confidence that
his
he is the Dragon Reborn
realization.
because he has this realization and then he doesn't even tries to stop them. So they
Stop
just
there. He
gentle
just
him.
gives up. You want to summarize and you know rate the show? Give a overall opinion about the episode.
Yeah, so there's just I will summarize it in like very less words, and that would be this episode was the best. I think among the first four, this one is the best, and
Yes.
it's really weird because it's the one that's completely different from the books. But
Books.
for some reason, they managed to make it so epic, and all the characters are like very true to how they were in the books, even after the change. So many changes are there. So I
Yes.
think they killed it. For me personally, I will give this episode a 10 out of 10 because of
Yes.
Nynaeve and that blast in the end because she is my favorite and I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed it.
When I was watching this, I remembered you and I was like, oh, Kiran is going to love this scene. She is definitely going to be jumping up and down because that's
Yeah.
she's your favorite. So yeah, uh, and I agree with you. I will also rate this episode 10 out of 10. I think it was really good. Like you said, apart from that Balzaman CGI. I don't have nothing much to complain about. And
Yeah.
every actor has done a brilliant job. The director is awesome. I think, like you said, even though there are so many changes compared to the books, there were good changes. And now that after 2 or 3 episodes, we are kind of settling in and getting used to the way the show is going to be. We know what to expect. We know not to expect what's there in the books. So that's also a good
Yeah.
way of slowly sliding into the rhythm of the show. So it was really good episode. I think for me also this is my favorite episode of all the four that we have got till now, and I just cannot wait for episode 5.
I'm really looking forward to us having a conversation. I just love
Yeah,
going through the episodes with you. I mean, it's just so good. I mean,
yeah.
to have someone to talk to, it's just so good. Yeah.
Same here. Absolutely. If we can find some other booktubers who would like to join us, that would be also nice.
Guys, if you're interested to have a conversation with us, please come and join us.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
we would love to have you.
So that was the winding up of episode 4 discussion. So please join us for episode 5, which will be out sometime next week. And thanks for watching us. Please subscribe to our channels if you haven't done that already. Please like, share, and comment as well. And we will see you soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Take care.